Makechi Gotis, Makechi Dick Raz's favorite anime. Welcome to a discussion video. Today's discussion video is it's a discussion, but also a question I want to throw out to you, my subscribers, because I know they really like the discussions and stuff, but I don't do them, half as much as I should. Today's discussion is: was there ever an anime you watched in life, or was there an anime you can look back on that you consider a transitional anime? That I want to make the distinction. Don't tell me your favorite anime of all time. Don't tell me your nostalgia fave anime. I want to know if there was ever an anime that you might consider to transitional anime, an anime that was different from what you were used to watching, but an anime that kind of was a game changer for you, something that was directly responsible for you watching going off on a tangent and watching a whole different genre of anime. So I don't know, going from shonen to seinen. For me, I'll give you an example. Even though Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood belongs in the shonen category along with Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, all those animes, I think Fullmetal Alchemist was transitional anime for me because it didn't quite fit into the Jump mold. When I say the shonen Jump mold, I specifically mean those shonens that started out in shonen Jump, so Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, those kind of things. Now, for me, I love Naruto, I loved One Piece even back then, like 7, 8 years ago. Bleach I fucking loved. But they all fell into this fucking rhythm and formula. I felt as I grew up, as I grew older, that you become more discerning as an adult. Not to say that kids can't mature, but when you're enjoying something, it's very hard to be discerning unless you had some time to step back from something and look back on it. I always look back at Bleach. I used to fucking love Bleach, man. But then I stepped back from it once it finished and I had time to breathe. And the more years go on, I don't look back as fondly on Bleach. In fact, I don't look back at Bleach at all. Maybe it's because the way it ended, but the transitional anime for me when I went from watching Bleach, One Piece, Naruto was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because it did things differently. It didn't have a protagonist where everything revolved around them. We were certainly invested in them, but the world building, the characters, we spent just as much time with Edward and Alphonse as we did certain other characters. There were many characters who had investments in what was going on, so it wasn't just Ed and Al. And just because Ed and Al's mum died, this ain't a spoiler, it was at the beginning, mum died, didn't mean people stepped out of their way to let them just fucking swan through and do whatever the fuck they like. And the character's dismissive, and it doesn't follow a traditional arc structure. There's no fillers, it's a good length, it didn't go on for fucking gazillion fucking episodes. It was a transitional anime. It told me that I didn't need to be fucking so up a fucking shonen's ass that I was watching it week to week. I was forgiving it for its fillers. I was also constantly raging towards the latter years where I started watching shonen, where I was just raging like, what the fuck's the point of these fillers? What am I waiting for? How much of this fucking 600 is actually pure meat on the bones and shit? And then when I watched FMAB, I go, wow, this is fucking insane. It does those mature themes of indifference and authoritarian kind of rule, but we're looking at it from the perspective of the oppressors. And I was like, wow, man, this is crazy. We're looking at, you could say King Bradley is like a down. You could almost say King Bradley is a Danzo type figure from Naruto, if he actually fucking was Hokage. You could see it like that. But instead of looking at him from a negative light, like he's a scumbag, scum of the earth stuff, we're looking at it from that side. We're looking at it from the military dictatorship side, where these guys are fucking dogs of war, man. These guys have been fucking, accused of atrocities and shit. And we know there's a dark history behind them, but we're looking at it from this side. We're humanizing people like Mustang involved with the Ishbalan War. We're humanizing Armstrong and all these soldiers and that kind of thing. It's like, oh fuck, man! Like shonen can do that, and it can be it can be concise. It can be about different things. And I thought to myself, what's left? What shonen like that's left? And I thought to myself, damn, man! Like of all these prominent shonens, maybe I'm going to have to start looking elsewhere. And because of that, I started looking elsewhere. I started looking for shorter, more concise. So what is for you a transitional anime? It doesn't necessarily have to be your best. It could be one you've forgotten since, but it was that fucking anime that changed your view on what anime could be. And I'll always look back at Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but Cowboy Bebop as well. I didn't think an anime like Cowboy Bebop could exist. There was a time where, even watching Cowboy Bebop, I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was Shinichiro Watanabe's best anime, probably still is to this day. And you very rarely get animes like that. So I was blown away at the time. And of course, if you rarely get anime like that, you know, it's gonna change you. It's gonna change you for the better. So what was the transition anime for you? I don't want to keep repeating the question, but I just want to tie it back into, you know, experiences that you might have had. And, you know, not to say that I look back on shonen as, you know, some of the formative years of me getting into anime and that kind of thing. Like, as much as people might perceive me to shit on those things, I never forget my favorite arcs, my memorable arcs in all the shonens. I don't forget how much it contributed to forming, how much it contributed to as a stepping stone towards better anime shows, ones that I could actually still watch today and they'll be classics. One Piece won't remain a classic for long. Naruto won't remain a classic for long. They all fall into this just repetitive formula, but their plot always follows the same fucking drama. There's archetypes, everything like that, man. People still watch them for fun, fair enough, man. But for me, man, I needed that transition anime, if it may be, as a springboard onto some really, really great animes later down the line, and the animes that did exactly what those shonens did in a short amount of time. You know, in 24 episodes. I can get animes now that I watch in 24 episodes. It does exactly the same as that fucking anime I watched back then with 500, 600, gazillion fucking episodes. So, you know, time's precious, man, and you'll discover that as you go on. But what was your transition anime? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter for latest live reaction updates. Those details are below. Icon on the bottom right to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.